Cha, what comes to your mind when I say Kerala?
Coconut trees, beaches, and Kalarippayattu, of course.
Yes, Kalaripayattu is the oldest martial art in the world. But do you know who invented it?
Bhagwan Parashuram, as far I know.
Right, but actually not right.
According to Hindu mythology, Lord
Shiva taught Parshuram Kalari on his request. So technically the inventor of Kalaripayat is Lord Shiva.
Oh, that I didn't know.
Yes, according to the legends, during Shiva's fight with Prajapat Daksha, this particular style of warfare came out. Later, with the will to fight with Sahasrarjun and the win over Lord Parshuram, prayed for Shiva's blessing, and Lord Shiva, being pleased by his devotion, gifted him the axe and taught him the technique of Kalaripayat.
Oh, and then Lord Parashuram modified Kalaripayattu actually to be specific Northern Kalaripayattu, which is called as Vadakkan Kalari, which actually concentrates on weaponry warfare. Later on, Parashuram taught sage Agastha, who modified the Southern Kalaripayat known as the Tekkan Kalari, which concentrates on living movements. Far later, Buddhist monk Bodhidharma took this legacy to China and formed Shaolin Kung Fu.
So that means we Indians started this martial art legacy.
Yes, of course, we Indians are always leading. Kalaripayattu contains Kalari means ground and Payattu means fight. During the peak of its popularity, Kalaripayattu was used by South Indian dynasties during the wars between Cholas, Pandyas and Cheras. With the emerging popularity of Kalaripayattu, it sustained to keep its place, but during the British rule, government banned Kalaripayattu as it contains weaponry movements. But British rule underestimated our love for our traditions. So this oldest form of martial art is still being practiced even today.
Kalaripayattu is taught in a specialized training ground known as Kalari. As said, the sixth incarnation of Lord Vishnu, Lord Parashuram taught Kalari to his 21 disciples, who later initiated the opening of 108 Kalaris in Kerala. Kalari has a 7-tiered platform which is placed in southwest corner known as Putra in Malayalam, known as guardian of Kalari, that student worship these deities with flowers before practice. The presiding deity of Kalaripayattu is said to be Shiva as well as Vadrakali. Before every training session of Kalari, salutations are provided to the preceding deities in the form of mantra. Kalari has a large use of weapon like sword, shield, spear, short and curved stick, long staff, etc. Marmas is a popular term in the vocabulary of Kalari experts. It refers to weak pressure points that practitioners take advantage to kill or disable an opponent.
Not only that, all the Kalari practitioners see it as a way of life through dedication and discipline. The focal objective is to develop a sound body and mind. The various bodily movements are derived from that of animals, which is why it is believed that to be originated from the sharp observations of hunters in jungles. Initial training in Kalaripayattu contains only empty hand warfare and meditation, which slowly progress to more challenging stages. In this way, Kalari reached to another level of its popularity till 16th century. But in 16th century, all the local rulers depended completely on militia who were trained in the art of Kalaripayattu. But the physical power of Kalari practitioners couldn't stand before the power of Portuguese. They were overpowered by the sophistication of the European armed forces. Just to add on that, the invasion by the rulers of Mysore in late 18th century adversely affected the local kings. The power and the prestige of militia declined under the Mysore rulers.
But it was the British political domination which crashed the tradition of Kalaripayattu. In the year 1792, the British had established their supremacy over Malabar, North Kerala. The new ruler banned Kalaripayattu in the year 1793 after suppressing a local uprising. In 1804, the British authorities passed the order that those who concealed weapons or defied the bar carrying arms would be deported for life. The same measures were restored to quelling an uprising in Travancore, South Kerala. By this, Kalaripayattu for the first time was about to announce its complete end. But some keen followers restarted it in 19th century.
The early years of 20th century saw the return of Kalaripayattu, owing to the birth of national movement in Kerala during that time. A lot of pressure was given on the need to revive traditional institutions merit. Thus, in 1958, the State Kalaripayattu Association was formed as subsidiary organization of the Kerala State Sports Council, which organizes national and state level competitions.
And now Kalaripayattu is back with its craze again. Girls are practicing largely with the boys. Not only that, 76 years old Meenakshi Amma is the oldest woman practitioner practicing Kalaripayattu, and that too draped in a sari. Her grip on sword, her eyes unflinching and deftly launches her strike, overpowering her opponent just like a tigress. To give her reward for her extraordinary contribution in Kalaripayattu, Indian government awarded her with the fourth highest civilian award, the Padma Shri.
So, never underestimate the power of a woman.
Surely, but the moral of the story is we who have invented the martial art in the world are in the verge of losing it.
So, it's our duty to revive the long lost traditions and the origins of incredible India.
So guys, hope you have liked our video. Please let us know in the comment section. Also like, share and subscribe our channel. Till then, keep watching
Viking Siblings.
Roll camera and action.
अरे की रिकॉर्ड शुरू है क्या?
ना आगे घनो है.
Mind when I say Kerala? What? So, what comes to your mind when I say Kerala?
Beaches, coconut trees, and Kalaripayattu, of course.
Yes, Kalaripayattu is the oldest martial art form that still exists in the world.
Incredible.
Yeah. But do you know? Bulbul na bulbul. Acha, what comes to your mind when I say Kerala? Acha, what comes to your mind when I say Kerala? What comes to your mind when I say Kerala?
Is it possible?
Martial art is now on a verge of losing it.
So, never underestimate the power of a common word.
Surely. But the moral of the story is we Indians have invented Gondabal Vegas. Surely. But we Indians were the first who allowed the Gondabal Vegas power.